Karen finds out if Sharon's half-sister is also Barry's long-lost brother, and Harry comes face-to-face with the devastating loss of his hairline. That's The Estate, tomorrow at 8:30. But before we go live to Eamon and the gang, there's just time to look forward to what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1. At 9:30, we have an in-depth documentary about the downfall of Jacob Hamilton Mann, which forced this year's early election. That's The Night Visitor at 9:30, poorly narrated by Patrick Bannon. At 10:30, Adrian Atkinson Blimey is here for a special episode of Incisors, where he sinks his teeth into the current cost of living crisis by interviewing a multimillionaire, a nurse, and a bin man to see who is suffering the worst. Here's a clue. It's not the millionaire. At 11:30, fasten your seatbelts as it's time for Wayne de Spirit Whistle to lead another terrifying exploration in Live and Spooky. And tonight, they'll be asking if the old brewery in Arseminster is haunted by the spirit of its old murdered paymasters, or whether it just smells a bit whiffy. And with Jordan Rankley along for the ride, you can be certain that there'll be strong language and scenes of violence right from the very start. But now, here on Channel 1, it's time for something far more wholesome as we head to the Hark Theatre for a very special episode of Bits of Your Life. Over to you, Eamon.
Good evening, I'm Eamon Titley. Behind me is a true TV legend, and now running for Prime Minister. Everyone's handiest man, Peter Clement. Now, Peter thinks he's been brought here tonight to film a special reunion episode of Just the Job. But, as always, viewers, you know better.
10 seconds. Laces.
It's time. Let's start the show.
In 5, 4, 3.
Just that job. Just that job. Just that job. Just.
When the skies are cloudy on a Friday afternoon, I've got just that job.
Just that job.
When it's all so cloudy that it leaves you sad and gloomy, I've got just that job.
Just that job.
Lady, when your handyman turns out to be a hound, I'll come and do it my way. Well, there's no one else around. I'll take my time while you recline, and then skip right out of time. 'Cause that's just the job.
Thank you, girls. Cracking stuff. Good evening, friends, and yes, it's true, and I can't really believe it myself. We are back with this special one-off reunion episode of Just the Job. And just to be clear, it is the show that you remember with me old sidekick, little Jimmy Chisel, some top tips on how to improve your DIY, and, of course, some special surprise guests from Just the Job's illustrious past. And I know what you're all thinking. There's an election coming up, but there'll be no politics tonight, not on this show. And that is a Peter Clement promise. So, to kick things off tonight, let's take a slightly askance look at the mighty Bevel, because you would be
Hold
surprised.
it right there, please.
What's going on? Oh my God, it's you.
Yeah, it certainly is me.
You naughty. Sorry.
Peter.
Frank, did you know about that? Look at that expression. You did, didn't you?
Peter, you thought you were here tonight to record a special reunion episode of Just the Job.
I can't believe this.
But tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Come on, let's get you back to the studio.
Eamon, I can't bloody do those bloody dances you're about all the way along.
They're all this way, Peter. Mind your step there now.
Bloody hell. I can't believe it. Honestly, I'm a huge fan of your show. I think it's incredible. I never believed that people didn't know.
He's loving this, viewers.
I didn't believe it.
Here we go. Right in there, Peter.
I am absolutely bloody flabbergasted. been this speechless since I was about 14 years old.
Oh, lovely family show, Peter.
Yeah, well, they know what I'm like, mate, don't they?
There we go. Lovely. Hello, darling. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you. Thank you very much
Clement
indeed.
running for Prime Minister.
Lovely.
Just going to have your vote. So, Eamon, how long have you been planning this? Eamon, how long have you been planning? Eamon?
Peter Gordon Clement. You were born October 10th, 1923, in the northern town of Rotherham, to Fanny and Martin Clement.
Told me up.
That's right. They got up at the crack of dawn to make the trip all the way down to the capital by coach. It's your infamous old mam and her long-suffering husband, Fanny and Martin Clement. You're not them.
It's Jim.
Right, yeah, let's get you sat down. Lovely to have you both. Lovely to have you here. So tell us, what was life like for Peter growing up in the Clement house?
Well, obviously I wasn't there for it, Eamon. But I speak with Peter's brother a lot.
You what?
Oh, yeah. We're good friends. And from what he said, I get the impression Peter was a bit of a bully.
How long has this been going on?
Sorry, mate. Touched a nerve there, have I?
You know how it is with me and our Sid.
Oh, yeah. He's told me all about it. Have a good show.
Little Jimmy Chisel, everybody! In 1938, you were a 15-year-old at Rotherham Elementary, and already you had quite the reputation as a ladies' man. Who's this, Peter?
Ladies man, Peter Clement. With penis so small, you need space telescope to know if it even exists.
Ah, fuck off, Ivan.
It's your childhood sweetheart, Chelsea Ball.
No, it bloody isn't.
No, bloody isn't. Some sort of rock and roll star.
This is Ivan Vodovich, Eamon, one of my oldest friends, Eamon.
Chelsea.
Ivan.
Let me ask you this. What do you think we could see in Peter way back then that could have predicted his path to household name and now aspiring Prime Minister?
You know, I listening before I come on your set, and I hear name Sydney, and I think I not heard his name in 25 years.
Let's keep it that way, shall we, mate?
Oh, you two like good night at goat fight, always bleating and snapping at each other. And then one day, poof, he gone. And just like that. And never spoken of again.
And that's the way I like it, Eamon. Should we get the next guest out?
Oh, wait, first we open Erkistani Special Reserve.
Not in the mood, mate.
Hey, you okay, my friend?
Sorry, not your fault. Meet in the pub after.
Ivan
Vodovich.
Ivan Volodymyr, everybody.
Close enough.
Now, before we bring our next guest on, let's take a look at a classic clip from Just the Job. It's on that monitor there, Peter, if you'd like to take a look.
Favourite memory? Gosh, it's hard to pick. There's so many of them. I do remember this one time. It was the height of our second run. By this time, we knew each other way too well. Anyway, we got towards the end of the show.
Well, that's about all we've got time for today, ladies and gentlemen. And we want to say a big thanks to all of our guests.
That's Arthur and Katie from the Sun and Happy Playhouse team.
Hope we didn't get you into too much trouble with the folks on Kids TV.
Popstar Skinny, whose new single, Dimples on My Cheeks, comes out on Friday.
And of course you, our wonderful viewing audience, without whom we would just be two men aging disgracefully in a large shed. See you next week.
Before we go, sorry PC, thought somebody would have told you, there is someone else we need to thank today.
Okay, and who might that be, LJ?
Someone who's been with us right from the very start, PC, through thick and thin.
Me, ma'am?
Actually, it's his birthday.
Would it be somebody whose birthday it is today?
Yeah, and it's his birthday today. Frank, come on over here. We've got you something.
Come on up here, Frank. Come on.
This is Frank, our long-suffering floor manager. And I'm not ashamed to say that I love this man. Wheeled it.
So we've had a bit of a whip round,
No, we haven't.
and we've all clubbed together, and we have got you this.
Well, I bought it, actually.
Oh, lummy, what a beauty! Look at the detail on that icing.
All these miniature marzipan figurines. It's so intricate.
Well, it's from that place in Frampton Square. They're famous for it. And I know you collect miniatures, so it seemed right somehow.
Gosh. Thanks, Jimmy. That's really, really kind of you. Is that a tiny replica of my office? It still makes me laugh to this day. Of course, it wasn't that funny in the end. The cake had nuts in it, and I'm pretty badly allergic, so yeah.
Well, fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Now, Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64, and again from 1972 to 1976. And across many, many of those shows, there was always one man by your side. Oh no, hang on, wait, he's been on already.
We didn't have much back then, but where there's a finger, there's fun, as they say at the confectioners.
Give me that woman. Son, it's your dad. The have sent us on at the wrong ruddy time.
Yes, that's right. It's a man and a woman who need no introduction, but we're going to give them one anyway. It's your sidekick. No, look, it's clearly your parents. Well, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique insight into this bit of Peter's life. What are the differences, would you say, between the on-screen and off-screen versions of Peter Clement?
Not much. They're both feckless ingrates.
Martin Clement, you take that back. He's your own flesh and blood.
Shut up, woman, blithering on with your nonsense.
Well, I think everybody thinks they know our Petey, but no one knows him like his mam does. I know him better than he knows his own foreskin, as they say at the bar mitzvah.
He was just about passable when he was younger. Not a patch on his brother, but you don't get two like that.
We're ever so proud of him. He's like the first of the spring, as the airmen say.
Well, apparently we have some archived, never-before-seen footage of you, Peter, with your mysterious brother, on the Just the Job set.
What is this, Eamon? An ambush?
Let's roll that now, shall we?
All right, our Pete. All right, our Sid. What brings you to the capital?
Had to hand deliver some contracts for Mr. Barrington. Thought I'd make the most of it and see the hottest show in town.
Oh, you flatter me.
It's that fellow at the Royal Grange, right?
Oh, you cheeky. Where he sat?
Oh, they're just going to slip us in at the back, I think. We didn't have tickets.
At the back? Like they will.
Oh, don't make a fuss out,
Frank!
Pete.
Frank! I want the best seats in the house for my two very special guests. This is my brother, and this... Oh. Welcome.
Oh, God, I'm forgetting my manners. Peter, this is the lady I was telling you about.
The one that has you enamoured. I can see why.
I'm not afraid to say you're probably looking at Mrs. C.
Undoubtedly.
You seem close.
They were. Until he went to that capital and became one of you TV ponces.
Martin!
Abandoned his brother.
He abandoned me. He walked away.
Because of what you did, you sneaky little
Well, as they say at the laundrette, the past is like a spunky jumper.
Jesus Horatio Christ! Will you shut up, woman, and let me speak?
Go on, then.
Well, with all your fussing, I forgot what I was going to say.
Fanny and Martin Clement, everybody. In 1941, long before Just the Job ever aired, you, like so many men of your generation, were conscripted into the army to go to the continent to fight. And it was on those very battlefields that the strangest of friendships was born.
Don't worry, darling. We can still get this show on track.
Oh, Christ. I think we all know that voice. At the wrong time in the show, ladies and gentlemen, a woman with the power to destroy us all, Dorothy Hammerman!
Eric, come here.
Hello, Mrs. Hammerman.
You're very lucky you didn't call me even earlier. I'm having a very difficult day, so just be glad I've had time to calm down and be in a more personable mood. However, the organisation on this show is a farrago.
Yes, ma'am. It's Dave in the broadcast room. He's just fiddling with the machines.
However, I'm also willing to bet this is going to be legendary television, so let's just carry on. Look, here, take this and put it in there, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I just don't like talking about our Sid.
Well, I know you don't, but suck it up, because it might well make you Prime Minister. Okay, sweetie?
Let me ask you this. What's it like
The last time that I saw Sydney and Peter together was in 1960 at Peter's wedding. Well, Sydney was sat at the front, and I was just starting out at that time. We all were, but I knew I had to get an invite to new TV sensation Peter Clement's Wedding of the Year.
Well, hardly. It was a small chapel near Rothering.
Yes, well, everything was going fine until the reception when, between songs performed by that dreadful band you booked, the two of you could be heard screaming obscenities in the car park. Well, you came back in after a few minutes as if nothing had happened and grabbed Mrs. C and started dancing the lambada, if I remember correctly, which, as you know, darling...
You always do.
Yes, I always do, don't I? Well, Sydney drove off, and rumour has it that you never spoke again. Is that true?
Why are you telling everybody this?
Well, it's ratings, darling. Ratings. So, the question I have for you, Peter, is...
I usually ask the question.
What the hell were the two of you rowing about that night? Sorry, did you say something, Eamon?
Well, it's just I usually ask the question.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, what do you want to say?
No, actually, that was very good, yeah.
No, sorry, Dotty viewers, but that conversation were private, and that's how I think it should stay.
Dorothy Hammerman!
Oh, darling. You're famous. There is no private. Still, your funeral or election?
It wasn't only Just the Job that the nation invited into their hearts. Starting in 1977 and running every weeknight for almost 6 years, you brought your own inimitable Peter Clement style to your eponymously named late-night chat show, Petey. Let's take a look at that now.
I was a runner on PT. It was my first proper job. I became Dorothy Hammerman's assistant. But the job stayed pretty much the same. I let me to do it for a year, but I just couldn't leave. It was like a family. Until it wasn't.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure regular viewers will have noticed there's been something a little different about tonight's show. Normally on this show we have celebrities, politicians, people you've heard of that you know. Tonight's guests were not celebrities. They were people like you. Every one of you is a novel written by your own hard times. I've done a few things over the years where I can to help folks out. I've opened my checkbook from time to time, certainly, and I've tried to open my heart. But the thing is, ladies and gents, it's not enough, and it never will be. Not sat here doing this. You might remember a few months ago when I had an impressive barrister here called Julia Salisbury. We talked about standing up to society's bullies. She inspired me, actually, and we stayed in touch. And we've talked a lot. And we've concluded that there is only one way to help the sheer number of people we both aspire to. So, the programme you've just watched was the last ever episode of Petey. I'm sorry. That must be a shock. We've known it here for a few weeks now, but we didn't want a fuss or a star-studded final special episode. Just ordinary people. The people who need to advance. You'll be hearing that word a lot over the coming year. And you'll be seeing me out and about, and I hope you'll all come and say hello and tell me what I can do for you. Because over the last almost 7 years, you've all done so very much for me. Dottie, get up here before I start welling up. This is Dorothy Hammerman, a woman who, despite never appearing on this show until now, has somehow managed to become a household name.
Sweetie, I'd never do anything as desperate as booking myself onto your show.
It's not my show, it's yours.
Well, it's got your name on it.
It's ours.
Okay, it's ours.
Dorothy's off to take all the lessons that she's learnt here to shake up one of our rivals who I am not going to give a free advert to.
Well, I will. It's 3.
As channel controller, Dorothy will be the most powerful woman in television.
It'll still be a damn sight easier than putting up with your nonsense.
Dorothy Hammerman, everybody. Well, I guess that's it. Over the last few years, I've poured my heart and my soul into this thing. Really, I have. And I've worked to the point of collapse on far, far too many occasions. I've tried to be honest about everything as I see it. Maybe you've learned something. Maybe you've felt something. Maybe you've laughed along the way, or maybe just maybe all three. My name is Peter Clement, and I want to thank all of you who have stuck with me to these last words. I couldn't love you more. Thank you. Good night.
Go long into the next interview. The ratings are great. Yeah, we can overrun.
10 seconds, everybody.
Who's on next? Fuck only knows. Going in 5, 4, 3.
Unforgettable stuff. But while you took all the credit, arguably someone else did all the work, didn't they now?
Well, I don't know about taking the credit, but I'm hoping to share in the trust.
With the 5th of the bits of your life, it's... Play the music! Ah, of course, get Julie something.
Doesn't know my name.
Don't worry, Pet. They'll all know it soon enough.
Let's take a seat, shall we? Lovely, lovely to have you here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, Petey ran for nearly 6 years. Tell me, what's your favourite memory from all those shows?
Well, my earliest memory of Peter was actually from the news. I was a precocious child in the 50s. 1957, was it, when you cycled the length of the country for charity? Can you believe you even did that?
Still got the dicky knees to prove it.
And then by the time that Petey was on, well, I was very busy with my legal career, so I rarely got the chance to see it. But I remember the one with the sexy ostrich, obviously. Everyone does.
I hate that clip. That man still makes me bloody angry.
But I think the thing about that show was that it demonstrated that Peter could talk to anyone, from royalty to roughnecks. Everyone has the best brought out of them by this man.
Well, let's let's hope that's true for you too.
Do I go?
Normally.
Miss
Saltburn?
Salisbury.
Let's just go with Julie.
Julia.
So, what do you know about Peter's brother Sidney?
We have a brother.
We'll talk after.
How could you not mention your brother?
We will talk after.
Okay. We'll talk after. Do I go now?
Jesus, Horatio, Tugger Christ, I'll do it. Julia Salisbury, everybody.
And so to last year, when you surprised the entire nation by announcing you were giving it all up to form your own political party. And because the final bits of your life are always about the future,
I remember you slipping me tongue in Gilliram back at your nan's house. Well, you reckon it were your first kiss,
well,
but me,
obviously that line's not going to work. Let's just bring her out here. I met her earlier. Her name's Edna Cakes or something. Just play the music.
Petey! Oh, come here, love!
All right, take a seat now. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out from your campaign to... Oh, no, not that one. No. Do you think Peter Clement is a good fit for politics? No, don't need that one. So have you ever met Sidney Clement?
Course I have, kiddo. Oh, those two, they were like that, inseparable. Oh, the amiable... Oh, what were it? The amiable rivals, that's what us girls called them. Oh, of course, you know, we'd all snogged at least one of them, but most of us had snogged them both. Oh, they used to get into right old ding-dongs over it. Oh, Petey, love, you really should speak to Sid again. He misses you.
He needs to apologise to me first for what he said about my wife at my wedding.
Look at us, love, eh? We've both done a lot of time. I reckon we're over halfway. Please, don't let it be another 25 bloody years, sweetheart.
He'll never forgive me, Chelsea. Would you?
I'd forgive you anything, but I suppose I'm not a stupid, proud man.
We've been together for 25 years. He made me choose. So I chose.
Yeah, I know. And that's hard, but if you really think about it, that's a lot more choice than you gave him, isn't it?
Right, Edna Cakes, everybody. Yeah, right, off you go that way, love. Fantastic. Well, we've got a bit of a treat for you, and for you. But first, let's take a look at the current Peter Clement. This is a bit of footage from you from the debate a few short weeks ago.
Every single study worldwide acknowledges that a society's most stable building block is the family.
Well, yes, obviously, we think that family is important too, but just, not in the way that you do.
We need to put in place policies that encourage families to stay together.
Whose family?
I beg your pardon?
Your family, Jacob, with your estate and your nannies to wipe your...
Yes, nannies.
Or yours, Henry, where your children's education is factored into the budget.
But my parents were self-made.
Self-made millionaires, yeah, no, I get it. And if I came from families like yours, I'd probably feel the same way too, but I didn't. I didn't get piano lessons. Our neighbours didn't complain about us because we had piano lessons. They complained about us because we fought. We fought and we fought. My dad tore strips off us with his bare hands and his belt. And we deserved it because we fought too. And there were times... Doesn't matter. What I'm trying to say is that not all families should be encouraged to stay together. There are some cases where families should just simply be left to rot. And they're sticking two chubby fingers up to both of you for families first and families forever or whatever it may be, because they didn't stay together because they wanted to. They stayed together because they had to. Because the successive policies of both your governments meant do that or starve.
Amazing footage there from the debate. Well, Peter, as you know, normally at this point in the show, we give the guests their picture frame and we roll end credits. But we're changing the format a little tonight and tearing up the script, which I have to say on this occasion feels quite thrilling, you know? Probably worthy of some sort of, TV Nation Award or something, you know?
Get on with it.
Tonight, we're running over a little because we have a surprise 7th bit of your life. Hidden piece, if you like. You haven't seen him for 25 years.
Off.
Your brother, Sidney Clement!
All right, Al Pete.
All right, Al Sid. Looks like we're going to have our chat then.
Aye, looks that way.
So, lads.
Shut up, Eamon.
Right.
So, what have you been up to?
Solicitor stuff, you know. You?
This sort of thing mostly? Running for Prime Minister?
Saw that. Good luck.
Mam's backstage with him.
Oh, aye, that's good.
For God's sake, talk to each other. What did you say to him at the reception?
I made a prediction, that's all.
You called my word into question, and you insulted me and you insulted my wife.
Maybe you should have thought of that before you stole her from me.
It was her choice. It was always that way. Always their choice. We agreed.
As children, maybe. Not as adults. Not as men.
It was her choice, Our Sid.
I know. And I never should have said what I said.
Bloody awful prediction. What was it? A month? It'll be 25 years this anniversary.
Aye, well, she's quite the woman.
Aye. She is that.
Oh, it's so strange. Quarter of an hour ago, I was sat at home watching this show, watching that clip of me introducing you two, and I thought, I wish they'd had the camera on her face, because as soon as she set eyes on you, I knew I was gone. And it's taken me a long time to come to terms with that. What you have that I don't.
It's just the job. Celebrity, it makes you sort of sparkle. I don't understand it, but it's true, nonetheless.
I really loved her, our Pete.
I know. And I am sorry, Alice said. And it's taken me a long time to understand that, too.
Peter, these are all the bits of your life.
Do you ever feel like you're running in circles? Do you feel like every month costs more? You're not alone. Over the last year, more and more people have been looking to Advance for answers and finding that we have them. From inequality to indignity, Advance have fair solutions and the courage to implement them, even if we have to ruffle a few gilded feathers along the way. We're not politicians. We're people from normal backgrounds, people like you. It's time to bring a little normality back to our politics, and perhaps a little integrity. A vote for Advance next month is a vote for a fair share. It's a vote for a more equal society. It's a vote to stop running in circles, getting nowhere. Vote Advance on November the 8th.